Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I wanted to make a video for you all today, since I know there's some of you out there who really enjoy and respect the content that I make. I wanted to give you a little something here today to ponder. As we know, in the recent days, a Carroll County judge is being asked to consider a gag order, and this would prevent people involved in law enforcement, the prosecutor's office, courthouses, and even the family members, if it's approved by this judge. It would prevent them from talking about this case and evidence in this case. And one of the things that I'm concerned about is I think in Prosecutor Nicholas McClellan's court filings for this gag order, I understand that he's doing what he has to do, but I also think he crossed a few lines that really shouldn't have been crossed. And if you look at this affidavit, it says, "Now comes Nicholas C. McClellan, Carroll County prosecuting attorney, being first duly sworn upon his oath, and requests the court to prohibit the parties, counsel, law enforcement, officials, court personnel, coroner, and family members from disseminating information or releasing any extrajudicial statements by means of public communication. In support of said request, the state shows the following," and it goes on to really explain why they think that there should be a gag order in the case in general terms. But the thing that bothered me is the prosecutor's office went on to really kind of blast the media in this filing, and that put me off. As somebody who is a media member who has done my absolute best to be straightforward and honest and professional with people, as have almost all other media outlets, this filing goes on to just basically accuse a lot of media members of disseminating all kinds of misinformation. And I really think that the prosecutor's office should be thanking the media, quite frankly, instead of bashing them in a sworn filing, because while there may be some YouTubers who aren't media out there sharing inaccurate information left and right, almost every actual real credentialed media member or people who are in the media, such as myself, Fox News, other stations, have been very, very responsible, more so than most other cases I've seen, when sharing and disseminating information to people. And they've been very careful, as have I, to draw a line in the sand and be very clear that we believe this person is innocent until proven guilty. But as journalists, we're still allowed to ask questions and speculate. And going even further and telling the victims' families that they can't talk about this, I don't think that's, I'm sorry, I don't think that's appropriate. I understand you're trying to protect your case, and I understand the gag order on law enforcement. I understand the gag order on people who are directly involved that have knowledge about this case. But you can't do that to the family members, and you gotta stop bashing media, especially the legitimate media. I'm not talking about the Anthony Greenos of the world, or I'm not gonna name off names because I don't want to offend anybody here, but you get the idea. I personally think that the YouTube community and the media, honestly, are a big part of the reason why this case is still alive. And without this community, I mean, you name me one case in recent years that has gotten this much attention on the internet, from people doing podcasts, from people doing regular news broadcasts. There aren't any. So again, I just wanted to throw this video out there and say, well, I'm thankful for law enforcement. I don't appreciate the media bashing that went on in the rest of this filing. It was inappropriate. Also, a lot of you out there are really, really surprised, or seem surprised, that the defense attorneys would come out on TV and say, oh, well, this is This is a weak affidavit that they filed against my client, Richard Allen. And you know what? On the surface, that may be the case, but that's a defense attorney's job, everybody. I want you to keep that in mind before saying, oh gosh, Allen might not be involved. And maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Time will tell. But again, we're not in the discovery phase of this trial. You have no idea what kind of evidence law enforcement has. But you're going to, and you're going to soon. And I don't think that this would have been filed, as cautious as they've been after all these years, unless they had something that they truly, truly believe links Mr. Allen to this case. We'll find out. Anyway, have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I just wanted to put my 2 cents about that out there as a media member, because it really rubbed me the wrong way. After all the efforts myself and others in the press, locally and nationally, have gone through to try and bring people information and some sort of insight about what's going on in this investigation. You know, I think sometimes the prosecutors need to realize, you know, we're not your enemies. We're here trying to keep these people's memories and these girls' memories alive. And it's just, it's unfortunate that all this happened. So best of luck to you, though, prosecutors, on your case. If you do, in fact, have evidence, it'll all come out in court. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, everybody.